Another interview is about to go down. What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy C-Dub, aka Critwit, coming at you guys with another Critwit Interviewed. So we have a special guest today.
Take two. What's going on, man? This your place?
Yeah. This is it. So of course, as you guys see, we have CJ Williams here in the house,
Nice.
and we are about to get him on Critwit Interviewed. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another vid from your boy C-Dub, aka Critwit. Peace. All right, beautiful people. So we are here at a seclusive location. We're not going to express where we are right now.
Rap City, the basement.
So we are here, and of course, I'm here with CJ Williams, and this is my boy. Like, look, we met at Tour de Marietta in 18, and the way that I hooked up with this guy was pretty much from how you guys are seeing us right now, and it was through YouTube. And, you know, of course, being an African-American cyclist, you know, I'm just looking to get some information and some guidance on what it's like in the community. And of course, I found Nation #1 Beast website, which is his younger brother, Corey's videos. And I just fell in love with how him, Dante, Angel, how they all were just Justin, and how they all were just picking on each other and talking about the latest crash and saying you ain't got it yet because you went down, and it just made me feel like at home. And so of course, did my first race, which was Tour de Marietta, which was a 2-day pretty much stage race, a crit on the first day, then a road race on the second day. And they showed up, and of course when these guys showed up, everything, oh my god, at the time, you know, the Williams brothers is here. And of course now, as you see, he's rocking the Pride sweatshirt. Legion is in the building. And so of course I made my way over. Y'all know I'm not shy. So I made my way over to introduce myself, you know, because again, I was new on the scene, and our relationship has grown exponentially. I'm trying to use big words from there. So trying to sound a little smart. But again, I want to introduce to some, and welcome to others, my brother, CJ Williams. So how you been, man?
Tired, sleeping.
You been on the road all morning?
Left this morning at 5:30.
5:30.
Then made it to San Diego until 8:30. That makes no sense. Anyway.
So you see, he's a little disgruntled. I don't know if he drink coffee.
I didn't have no coffee yet. This dude didn't even bring no coffee.
He been here longer than me. He should have brought.
Friend he is. I don't want to do this video. And this basement is weird.
He is not right. Oh my God, that's amazing. So tell the viewers who you are.
Well, I'm CJ. I have two brothers. I have an older brother, Justin. Many of you know him. He's the national champion for the crit. Last year he was crit and road. They call it amateur, but it's just if you're not professional on a professional team, which is a whole nother story. Nation #1 Beast, younger brother. Been doing this for way too long. 12 years now. Been riding 12 or 13 years. So everything now, it's kind of second nature. I mean,
it's in and out. You've been doing it for so long.
Yeah, I can do it in my sleep.
Yeah. And that's interesting.
I think I'm asleep right now.
You probably are. That's why you haven't drank any coffee yet.
Probably.
But I get that often because people are like, dude, your passion, your drive, and your excitement for the sport. And for some of us that have been doing it, I'm not talking about me. For some of them that have been doing it for so long, 12 years, 10, anything. I mean, I've been in the military for 17 years, and it's the same exact thing. It's just every day, same. So for them, it's like, you know, it's a breath of fresh air to have somebody in the community, on the scene, that's just excited as you are. And I hope that don't ever die out. But we all human.
I don't think so.
And I mean, it's been almost 3 years now, and I've been still grinding. So, all right. So with that being said, what's your profession? Oh. We just got a little personal. CJ just left the building.
I left the basement. This is the basement.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, I work at I don't even know. It's not really a bike shop, but it's like a bike shop. It's a company called WTR. Many of you may notice it, may not. Anthony Ruggiero is a guy that I work with. we're kind of more partners than we are me working for him. It's been a pretty cool journey. I started there with Rasan Bahadi, who brought me in, wanted me to be a mechanic there, and now I just run like this private bike shop down in Irvine. So if you're ever in Irvine, give me a shout. Don't hang out with this dude for too long.
Information for WTRB down at the bottom. So if you ever need some help, check him out. He actually takes care of Legion. So some of you all that he takes care of them. You know, says sadly, but
treat me like a bum. I had to buy this hoodie. I built all the bikes. I had to buy this hoodie. Bullshit.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. All right, so as you talked about this a little earlier, you've been cycling for 12 years, probably even longer than that. You've probably been doing it so long you can't even remember. But I love you guys' stories because I think all of your stories are similar, but they're also different and unique. How did you get into cycling?
Oh man, my dad, uncles, everybody in our family pretty much back in Belize, they all race bikes, they all talk bikes. That's all you wake up in the morning, there's a bike race on, you go to sleep, there's a bike race on. So it's kind of hard. Awesome. It's kind of hard not to get into the sport when, you know, it's all around you. My dad's been cycling since he was 25, I believe. The man is now 56. So golly, that's a long time.
A long time. Yeah.
But it was always around. So I mean, Justin started first, and then me and Corey kind of were like, oh well, maybe we should give this a shot. Justin doing so well, it got to be easy. It wasn't that easy.
You see how the brothers do. Look, if one can do it, oh, I can do it. That's right? Amazing.
So that's how the ball kind of got rolling, and then it was more, you know, meeting new people. We met Rasan pretty early just because he was always around. My dad knew him before we did, and I think I was 13 when I finally got on the bike. So
that's
amazing. Oh man, super little, super round.
Yeah.
So
I've seen pictures. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Hopefully, I can find some pictures of this guy. But he posts some Throwback Thursdays, and today just happens to be a Thursday. But he typically posts some pictures of him back in the day. Was it MRI?
MRI, yeah. That was 2013. Probably when I had my best season.
That's amazing.
2009, I had one race that was good, and it was state championship. I think that whole year I was kind of struggling, and then state championship came around. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna beat the guys that are here. Fell into my hand. I was like, well, I'm gonna take it, and that's kind of how that went. So
that's beautiful. Tell us so the thing is, the interesting thing that I love about you is that you are married. You have a daughter, and
I'm married.
You're not. See, he's still asleep.
Jesus.
So people don't know that about you. Everybody sees Justin and Corey, but what makes you different than them?
I got a job. Anybody can do it. Quit your job, you can be Justin and Corey too.
Ooh, nice.
Nation number 1 beast will be nation number 2 beast, and then when you start again, you be nation number 3 beast.
Oh my God.
So it's just, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You do. And he was mentioning to me earlier about, just even watching YouTube videos because of his life, As for me growing, for a lot of part of my life before I really got baptized again into cycling, it was work, church, family. Work, church, family. And that was kind of, in a sense, the mundaneness of it. But with him, he's got work, he's got family, he's still trying to get rides in, and he's, of course, crushing it on Zwift, as you guys just saw. I posted a Zwift video for beginners, so please check that out. But
and I got a commercial. Did you see me on my Zwift commercial?
I did. Yeah.
I was about to say this interview is over.
I did. Him and Rashad got on this Zwift commercial.
Yeah, every time I see him on there, I'm like, damn, where my commercial at?
Yeah, he is getting a little bit more airtime now, though.
And I'm like, okay, I see you. Where me?
These boys are famous. Look, these boys are truly famous. So, what bike are you riding? Currently? I know, but I know they don't know. Currently.
You gotta catch me in the streets. I ain't telling y'all. Y'all gonna try to take my bike. That ain't happening. Catch me in the streets.
So I guess you got to come to SoCal to find CJ at your nearest Spondo, because y'all know it's Spondo season. So he's hitting these Spondos up, and I will be seeing him very, very soon. But this video will be posted after that has happened. So we will see each other again this weekend.
We need to do a on the bike interview. Yeah, maybe I interview you.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
While you struggling.
While we going up the hill,
we're going up the hill. I'll interview you.
I don't want to ask that one because that one's kind of obvious. He's on the racing scene, so if Legion is there, typically he's there. Now, if they're traveling or where, he may not be able to make it because
some people got jobs.
and
gotta
babies. So he may not be there, but on the local SoCal scene, CBR, Roger Millikins, so forth and so on. They're there. He's there. The bikes are there. He's there. So that's where he's at. All right. This is a pretty good question, and this is a pretty interesting question because it's Fondo season. Mm-hmm. So what do you prefer, heels or flats?
Flats, man. I don't know. The last couple of Fondos I've done all been over 5,000, 6,000 feet of climbing, so that's kind of something new that I haven't really done. I mean, Circle of Doom, that was madness. Rasan, Sharon, don't do it again. Like that honestly was a long day. Going straight was supposed to be 92 miles. Also a lie. So we waited.
Circle of lies.
Dude, circle of lies. We waited at the top. Nobody's going back. I said, you know what? I'm going to suck it up. I'm going to go straight. There's a couple people I see and I said, I'm not going to judge who you are as a person, but I look a little more fit than you. So I was like, I'll go that way. Wrong idea.
Speaking about fitness, how much weight have you lost?
I started at 219 and got down to 190.
And see, I just wish I could get to 219. See, look.
Gotta struggle, man. Gotta struggle.
This dude was talking about, man, I ain't ate nothing. What'd you eat?
I'm starving right now. I ain't eat no breakfast. I ain't had no coffee. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna drink to that.
Get that coffee out of my face. Take coffee out of my face.
So, of course, he's Cat 1. I mean, again, these guys have resumes. So all these guys.
I'm Cat 2.
You Cat 2?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna say.
It's because I got a job.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So he's. Are you Cat 1 eligible?
Probably not anymore. I mean, I used to be, but then the way the system is designed is if you don't use your points within a certain amount of time, they kind of disappear. I will have enough points to be Cat 1, but as a working man, I don't think that makes any sense. There's little races that I like to go to and kind of enjoy. Dana Point was one of them that we no longer have, but they had a Cat 2 race where we raced by ourselves. Manhattan Beach for a little bit had a Cat 2 race, and then they canceled that. So I mean, there's little races that I still want to win if they ever come back, or if they ever go back to being just straight Cat 2. So I think I'm gonna stay at 2. I told my brothers that maybe I'll become a Cat 1 during this season. So stick around. You'll probably find out. We'll do another video with this guy if I become Cat 1. So if you don't see me again, it's because I didn't become Cat 1.
Well, we're gonna make it happen regardless, just so we can get the story of why he didn't go. In learning that there's another position called the sweeper, which is Pashan's kind of position. Is that your same position when it comes to the race?
I mean, this year, I kind of just took on the job of being a sweeper just because I knew
and that's what
they needed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, we'll probably pass that on to people like Dante and kind of have him back there and just let him see, like, the craziness that goes on behind the sprinter. Yeah.
Awesome. So with so many years and with so many races underneath your belt of cycling, what would be your number one adventure, your number one experience? What's that one thing that the highlight of your time on the bike? What is it?
Circle of Doom. It was just...
I'm cringing in my spirit when he said that because I wasn't expecting that.
It was bizarre. I mean, it was something I would never do.
Again? Or...
I don't think I would do that again. That was... ridiculous line is here. That was like, we're going this way. That was like way out the door. So, but it was just definitely something I would never do. It was the longest time I've ever been on a bike. It was 7 hours and I think almost 7.5 hours. John, who won, John Janik, he did it in 5 hours. So that goes to show you how much faster.
Was it sub 5?
He did it exactly. I think it was like 5 hours and like 3 minutes or something crazy. 100 miles, 11,000 feet of climbing, ridiculous. So that would probably be my highlight on the bike. I mean, that was just
really, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was definitely different.
Gotcha. And I think that says a lot for us big boys. I mean, I'm a lot bigger than he is, but again, you saw he went from 219 to 190. For us big boys, that being able, not even taking first in a race was his highlight. It was accomplishing a feat that he never thought he would be able to do.
Ride.
Well, I guess they had circle
train and race.
Yeah, right, because they got.
I did the ride.
Look, see.
I did the ride.
But that's amazing and that's beautiful. That was his highlight, you know. And again, I applaud that, because I cringe when I get messages from my mentor Netter talking about, hey, come do this Fondo 100-mile. I cringe from it, you know. I've done a few centuries this year, and they've been 7 hours or whatnot. It's not fun for us big boy. That's a long time in the saddle. And so, but again, our fitness is getting there. And my last thing I want to talk to you about is this Whip, that car.
Oh, the ST.
Yeah. I want to talk about that, because that was, for us, that was interesting. But he also had to get a new one, and we don't have to go into that. He got into a car accident.
Totaled my black one.
Yeah. But to go into that, because I want to show you all this car.
I think it's pretty sick.
It's nice. So tell us about, like, first off, what made you go for that car specifically, even the black one? What made you go for that car? Because I'm a hatchback guy, so of course I like his car. But what made you go for that car? And then lastly, what made you be okay with what? Don't tell him what it is yet. Mm-hmm. But what made you be okay with doing what's done to it right now?
Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, I seen the car. Oh man, it was probably 2013, and it's kind of when the car first came out. I seen one drive past me on the freeway, and I was like, "What the heck is that? That's not normal. The normal one don't look like that." So I was
it
like,
doesn't at all.
"Okay, let me do some investigating." So kind of checked it out, and just to see the specs on paper was ridiculous. So I was like, "All right, that's definitely a car to look forward to trying to get." Being a hatchback, kind of putting my bike in there and traveling with that, and just being easier than always putting it on the roof or putting it in the trunk, which
preaching, brother.
Definitely don't fit in the trunk.
Yeah.
Especially that unknown bike I have. You gotta catch me outside to see.
A big question mark right there.
So yeah, it was just a car that I test drove once, and I was just like, okay, definitely the car to get coming up from where we grew up at. If you we have a documentary, short film I should say, coming out. Stick around, I'll let this guy here get first views on as soon as I get my hands on it, and maybe he could show you guys like a little clip or something like that. But yeah, just where we grew up from, you don't really see many new cars, and everybody kind of get the, hey, this was Justin's car, but now you can have it, and then you know, oh, CJ, here's a car, give it to Corey. So I mean, you do that. Yeah, you do that with everything where we grew up from. So now I have like carbon everywhere and fully leather.
Straight cyclist, bro.
Yeah, I had to, man. Put a little bit of cycling in this.
Right.
The car got to be light.
Yeah.
If I can't be light, the car got to be light.
Right.
So yeah, that was cool. And then doing what we did to the car, getting it wrapped and all that stuff. It was definitely something I wanted to do for a long time, and I tried to do it with the black car, and good thing we didn't, because it price, all that stuff. But now I don't know. I look at the car and I'm like, that's tight, but I don't know if I want it to be my car anymore.
It's like a team car.
Justin need to definitely drive that around a little bit. Let me get a little blank canvas and start over.
Right.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
I like it. My wife like it. My daughter loves it.
Yeah.
Daddy, there's a lion. And I'm like, good job. You can call it a tiger.
So we're going to take you to go preview the car, just the exterior of the car. We're not going to get too personal. But just to show you guys the outside, the exterior of this car. It is beautiful. I know that it's an attention getter, and hopefully it catches your attention, and you can look for that car anytime you're in the local area, and then possibly see what kind of bike he's riding.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for clicking this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking this time out and watching this interview of Whit interviewed with CJ Williams. Brother, thank you for the time. It's been a pleasure.